Hello everybody and welcome to Performance on Wheels. If you guys are new here, we do car builds, car reviews between my dad and I, and all types of things cars. I recently purchased a 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth and it is going to be the next build on our channel. We just got done with our Camry build, now we're doing this, and the first mod just showed up.
Yeah, Austin bought this car, got an awesome deal on it. It had a few things that needed to be addressed, which we've addressed them. Check out our other video on the Abarth. Yeah, I like it. Check out that other video on the car so you can kind of see what we were up against when we purchased the car versus where it's at now. But now you've officially purchased not only your first mod, the second mod is on the way, as well as the third mod.
Yeah. Money well spent, right?
Let's hope so. But I actually have an idea of how we can have a little father-son competition today and review that first mod. Let's check it out.
So you want to do a competition?
I do. A little friendly father-son competition.
Okay. What is it?
So what we have is, what did you get first? What's your first mod?
My first mod is our partner, Racechip.
Racechip. So,
Racechip.
Okay, so that's like a piggyback tune. That's not an ECU tune.
Yeah.
And you bought the GTS version.
I did.
Which that gives you the ability to turn it on and off on
my phone. You can do that. You can do that with the lower version, one lower version as well.
Okay.
But this version gives you a few other options. You get more horsepower, more torque. I think it's around 46 horse and 46 torque. We'll go over that.
But we don't have a fancy dyno.
No, we don't.
So we can't review the tune with a dyno saying if it's legitimate. But what we both have is butt cheeks.
That is true.
So we can do an in-your-seat feel, turning that tune on and off, and see if whoever's driving the car can guess if that tune is on or off, as well as doing our short little course here being timed.
So we do have a pretty decent-sized parking lot here that is completely vacant, kind of in the middle of nowhere. So I'm thinking we set up a course.
We'll set up a little course.
Let's do it right now.
All right. So let's get this father-son competition started. I better start with a little weight reduction. We're going to come with a very high-tech course here. We're going to set something up. We want to make sure we can get up into those high RPMs, so enough to maybe feel first and a little bit of second is all we're after here. We got a couple pairs of dirty shoes, a little cone, and some hand sanitizer.
That's a very valuable item, so we don't want to hit that.
Let's see what we come up with.
All right, let's quick walk the course. So this is what we got. We start at the handicap parking spot. We accelerate. We go down to the mini cone down here. Let's take a walk. We stay on the right side of this cone. We wrap around. We stay on the right side of the dirty shoe. We wrap around this way. Then we will stay on the left side of this dirty shoe. Then we have to stop before we hit the hand sanitizer, and we have to avoid the F-type at all costs. Got that, Todd?
Yep, got it.
Before we start the challenge, we need to have a quick conversation about our partners at Racechip. So, Racechip is a company that's been around for 10 plus years that does piggyback tunes. What's a piggyback tune, you may ask? Well, a piggyback tune doesn't actually retrain the ECU of the car, so you don't need to be so worried about bricking the vehicle itself. So it actually, you plug it into a couple of sensors. It's super easy to set up. I did it in about 15 minutes, between 15 minutes and a half an hour, because this car required a little more work, let's say, to install it, because the engine compartment is so tiny, it's not super easy to get to some of those sensors on this small vehicle. But on other vehicles like our F-Type, it will be pretty simple to install. A lot of people think Racechip doesn't dyno their cars. An ECU tune isn't going to make the car any faster. There's no way it makes that much power with just putting in a couple of sensors. You'd be completely wrong, because they actually do a lot of dyno tests. Each car gets around 30 to 40 dyno runs to make the Racechip and to get the output number that they do truly advertise. So another thing that's super cool about Racechip, when I got it, it reminded me of getting a smartphone. You know, that super happy, exciting feeling when you get that new phone that you spent so much money on. You open up that fancy box and it's the latest and greatest technology in your hands. That's how I felt when I opened up Racechip. Racechip sends all their products through priority mail and priority delivery with no extra charge. So I got my Racechip in about 4 to 5 days. It took a little bit longer than it should have, simply due to the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as the riots we are currently experiencing here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. There's no doubt about it, I was excited as can be as I was unboxing my Racechip. I had such a fun time opening up this nice fancy little magnetic piece here that opened up to view my Racechip inside of it. What a neat experience that was. This is one of those boxes I will not be throwing away. Like I said, installing the Racechip was super easy. As you can see here, I didn't do an awesome job on the install though. I did this super quick, just kind of threw the wires in there, made sure it wasn't on anything hot. I did this because you will see in a future video, one of the mods we have coming will pretty much completely change the look of the engine bay. I didn't make it look super nice since I am changing the look of the engine bay, but that doesn't mean that you can't. It's super easy to hide the wires, move them in a nice spot. You can tuck them along the back of the engine. You can tuck the Racechip over here, over there. It comes with mounting brackets. So now that I talked a little bit about the Racechip, Todd is going to give you some history on it, and then we're going to go ahead and get to our championship. Quick mid-video subscription break. Be sure to smash subscribe. If you guys have any cars that we can review, or you have any questions for us, go ahead and send us an email at performanceonwheels111@gmail.com, or go ahead and check us out on Instagram at performance_on_wheels. Hit like.
Let's understand what an ECU piggyback tune is versus an actual flash tune. So a Racechip is a piggyback tune. You're taking the Racechip and you're putting it in line with the factory sensors. So ultimately, when those sensors are sending off a signal, the Racechip is intercepting that and manipulating the ECU to do whatever the adjustments are to get you some more power or better fuel economy, whatever you're after. An ECU tune is physically reprogramming the car's computer. So if you were to take that car to a dealership, there is going to be writing or coding stuck on the ECU. It's said that a piggyback tune, if fully removed from the car, could not be detected. Racechip, at one point in time, shame on me, I didn't do research, I just assumed that it was kind of a gimmick company, kind of like putting a fan on your air filter and having a turbo. That was what I thought. However, this is a company that started in 2008. 2010, they started their worldwide presence. Today, they're in over 135 countries. In 2016, they sold their 500,000th Racechip. This is not a small company, guys. This is a company that has a proven track record for putting smiles on our faces and giving us some more performance in the automotive community.
Can I chime in for a second?
Maybe.
Well, I'm going to.
Okay.
So Racechip is also very reliable, which a lot of people are pretty worried about. This is not a car that is under factory warranty, but cars that are under a factory warranty, like our F-Type, and since it has low enough miles, the F-Type would actually be covered under their warranty. So if the car was completely stock except for the Racechip and something happened to the motor, Racechip would cover a certain amount of cost on that motor in warranty repairs, which I find to be super cool, which also shows you how reliable this chip really is. And I would also like to mention that Racechip does say that this is not for people that are looking to have a completely built car. Yes, we are doing a build on the Fiat, but it's not going to be a 1,000 horsepower Fiat. If you are trying to build a car, like high horsepower build, Racechip even says do not buy their product. This is not going to do you any good. You want an ECU tune if that's what you were looking for. If you want some extra power, if you're doing an intake, downpipes, just some very minor internal stuff, that's when you want the Racechip. If you are going high horsepower, completely rebuilding stuff, this isn't going to do you much good.
It's kind of a smile maker, a little in-your-seat experience versus I'm going to win everything.
Exactly. All right, this is the last clip before our competition, I promise you. So I've been driving around with the Racechip on my car for a couple of days now to give you guys some impressions. Here's what I'm thinking. I have gotten better miles per gallon. I kid you not. No joke, I have gotten better miles per gallon. After about, what is it? I'd say 3,000, 2,800 RPM. When that boost kicks in, the boost is much more aggressive. Although my boost gauge reads that I am producing less boost than I was when the car was factory. Factory I make between 18 and 20 pounds, and I appear to be making about 14 pounds of boost with the Racechip on in race mode. So I don't know how that works exactly, but it is faster.
For purposes of our little competition, we will either use Racechip completely off, or we will use race mode.
Yes, because if we use like eco or sport, it's not as aggressive enough in this short distance. You need to be going over a longer distance, like an actual autocross course, which we will be doing in the future. In the future, we'll go around actual autocross courses, but a lot of them are closed right now because of COVID-19.
Okay, so whoever is not driving will have your phone.
Yes.
Will set without telling the driver.
Yep.
If it's on or off.
Yep.
You'll set that. You'll run the course. Whoever's not driving will take a little timer just for some friendly competition.
All right.
We'll run 3 times a piece consecutively. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right, so this is how we shall start. Todd is going to have the Racechip off. Are you ready? Yeah. All right, 3, 2, 1, go!
Round 1, guys. Let's do this.
Braking. Good corner. And stop the timer. 14.76. All right, did you think the Racechip was on or off?
Off.
You thought it was off, huh?
It's off.
All right, do it one more time.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the chip into race mode. Are you ready?
Do it.
3, 2, 1, go! Hard on the brakes. And stop. 14.58 on that one. What did you think of that one?
I'm gonna say off again.
Off again, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's see you do it again.
Okay.
All right, he thought it was off that time, but it was actually on, which I think is weird because I noticed the boost went high up in second gear. In first gear, I don't notice the difference. So I'm not sure this is gonna do a great difference. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go! Slowest one yet, 15.56. He's getting slower. All right, what'd you think about that one?
It was on.
It was on.
It was on.
It was actually on the last 2 times.
Has it been on?
The first time it was off, the last 2 times it was on.
Okay.
And you got slower, but I think you were missing screwing up with your shifts a little bit in the corners.
No, I'm in this dilemma of not wanting to beat on your car too much,
Ah.
as well as wanting to beat you. So.
Oh, okay. Okay, we'll see how it goes.
Roll up the window, cheater. Cheater, roll up the window. That's fine.
He's got me dying in here. He thinks I can hear him from all the way over there? It's windy out here. Come on. I really don't want to turn on the AC because I need the speed. I must beat him.
All right, now that he's done cheating over there, guys, what do you think? Leave it in race mode? I think I'm gonna leave it in race mode. We'll do the first 2 in race mode. I'm gonna see this trickery I'm doing right here. So I'm playing. He doesn't know which way I'm hitting. All right, see that? Clever. That's dad stuff right there. So we're gonna leave it in race mode. Now I gotta figure out how to use his phone. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go! All right, here he comes down the back stretch, guys. Oh, here's that little pop off, looks good. Oh, he's not taking that corner, very aggressive. That's good, looking good. On the brakes and complete stop. All right, so I wasn't awesome there, but 16.55. certainly hope that he gets this right, being that he drives the car all the time. Do you think he's going to get it right?
It was off. It was off. Had to be off.
Oh man, I think it was off, but I don't know. Him being silent definitely made me feel like it was on. I would totally know if I went into second gear a little longer, because second gear is where I really notice it. First gear, I don't notice it nearly as much. I do think it was off though. I think I'm right.
All right, I had to get schooled on Austin's phone. I don't even know if you guys can see this very well or not, but no, I screwed it up again. All right, guys, here, let me put your glasses on here so you can see what we're looking at. I don't even know if you can see this or not. Up here, I am gonna shut it off. See if he notices. 3, 2, 1, go! There you go, 14.74. Definitely improved the time, guys. Just a reminder that it is off. It's off.
He is definitely going to turn it on now. I think I'm going to notice an immediate difference. The car has a little more turbo noise. And, oh, I totally forgot. It makes less boost when it is on. I didn't even think about looking at that. I am going to nail this. I didn't even think about looking at my boost gauge, although that might kind of be cheating. And I have to pay attention to the course. Maybe I won't look at the boost gauge. We're just gonna not look at the boost gauge and see if I can get it. I gotta say, I think it felt off again on that one.
You think it felt off?
I think it felt off.
All right. Your time improved. So guys, race 3 now. We're gonna bring this on here. We're gonna turn that back on. So we're on race mode. See if it tricks him or not. I think he's gonna get it right though. Go! You were wrong the first time.
It was on the first time?
It was on, then I shut it off.
Okay.
And then I turned it on.
Okay, interesting. So, the thing is, when I drive it, the issue with our course is I immediately know all the power in second, and third is where I feel the biggest gain. So in first gear, I kind of have trouble knowing if it's on or not.
Right. So how did I do?
How did you do? You got one right. So
the last one?
Yes.
Okay.
So I had it off the first time. Actually, no, you got that one right. And then
you turned it on?
Then I turned it on and you said it was off still. Okay. And the last one I said it was on and you got it on again.
Okay. So now just we'll just do a little bit of driving here.
Okay.
Before I even start, either turn it on or off.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna do it without you seeing.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Now, here's how we'll do this. We won't even comment until after, because we don't like have a variable to judge against. And it's harder for me for sure, because I don't drive the car all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
However, I will say this right offhand. I want to guess that it's off right now, based on driving the car the other day.
Interesting.
But again, what I don't know, how does the car act with the air conditioning on? Because it's hot.
It is ridiculously hot out. And we can't necessarily have the windows down right now.
Right.
That's not good for audio. All right. You accelerated a little bit. What do you think?
Well, I don't want to say anything. Let's go. Let me pull over here.
You're ready for me to change it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll change it right now.
Okay.
All you have to do for me to change it is take your foot off of the gas for about 2 seconds.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
Okay, I changed it. Let me know what you think now.
Totally on.
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely, it's on right now.
You were 100% correct. It is a massive difference from the passenger and driver seat. There's no way of really driving it once you're out of first gear. I would say there's no question you know when it is on or off.
Yep, it's 100% on. I don't even have to question it. What do you think?
I have no idea yet. Can I go?
Sure, go.
Okay, okay.
It's on.
No, it's not. Nope, it's not on. I lied. I thought it was on at the start there just because I was excited, but it's not. Sometimes you just, you forget what boost does. As soon as it loads up, you're gone. Yeah, it's not on. But it's not a slow car with it off.
All right, unlock your phone.
Sure thing. Good to go?
Are you off the gas?
Yeah. You ready?
I'm ready.
It was on before. I guess I'm so used to driving with it on now that I think it's normal. Yeah, so I knew that boost wasn't right at the start there. I was just thinking it was the turbo building up, but no, that tune completely changed so the boost hits earlier, I have noticed. But I guess I'm just already starting to get used to it, so I guess that's why I have more upgrades on the way. Yeah, this tune is well worth it, guys. It is a night and day difference. And whenever I'm on the highway, throw it in eco mode, I get some better miles per gallon. In that case, this tune will end up paying itself off. Also, whenever a car pulls up on me and wants to have a little race, I just go ahead and slap her into race mode, and it's a completely different car. I do think this will be worth the money, and I think you guys will enjoy it no matter what car you have. So any turbo or supercharged car, Racechip most likely will have a tuner for you. So shout out to Racechip for them helping out with today's video, putting that on. I really appreciate them as a company, and I do think this tune will be well worth your time and your money.
What does this fancy thing cost?
$600 for this car.
Okay, cool.
For the GTS, and they do start at a lower range all the way up to the high range, but this is the highest range. And it does vary on price per car. I do think your car is over $1,000 for the GTS tune.
Yeah, probably R&D and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
for
liability,
sure.
all that good stuff.
Yeah. The warranty cost on my car, I think, is around $5,000, and I think the warranty on your car is $15,000.
Okay.
So if you can see the difference in warranty they are covering with that, it does involve that price as well.
So Austin's put a good amount of miles on. Obviously, we don't have any check engine lights. There's been no drivability, reliability issues at all.
Nope.
And to me, it's really a clear night and day difference. I don't know that we had the best representation out here on the little parking lot.
No, in the future, I think we should do this concept again, but we'll do it on an actual autocross course, and we won't, before we start the lap, we'll have somebody turn it on, the other person shut it off.
To me, there was no question when we started driving around.
Yeah.
There's no question if it was turned on or turned off.
I've been driving it so much with it on that I just thought it was normal.
You knew instantly, though, the second
that's true. I did know that.
So.
Yeah, it is a night and day difference. I do think you guys will be impressed, and it is well worth your money and time. You'll get better gas mileage when you throw it in eco mode. I truly have experienced something quite good here with Racechip.
I'm gonna go get in some air conditioning now.
All right, yeah, I'm a bit hot too, so we're gonna close out today's video, huh?
Cool.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit like, hit subscribe. Let us know if you guys have any comments down below with Racechip. Feel free to send them a message on Facebook Messenger. I had a great conversation with them on there, as well as emails. They're great with communicating. I think they have awesome customer service, and I think you'll find that as well. If you have any questions, like I said earlier, feel free to send us an email or a DM on Instagram. If you guys want to see our Jaguar F-Type that we have a few videos on, go ahead and click right here. If you guys want to see me picking up this Fiat, go ahead and click right here. And if you guys want to watch the build we did on a Toyota Camry, click right here, subscribe right here. Have a nice day, everybody. See you later. Hey, how about we get some sound for the end of the video? One takeoff, come on.